Hey, welcome back to Java with Jeff. Got my Bible and my beverage today. Hope you do too. Hey, I've got a question for you. What's the most important city in the world? Or to ask it another way, which city is the center of the whole world? It may be a strange question. I mean, is it Rome? Is it LA in the United States? Is it Istanbul, Tokyo? I mean, which city is it? And I actually think there's a literal city that is the center of the whole world, because we're going to lean into the Bible. What does the Bible have to say about that? And the Bible actually says, well, Jerusalem is the center city of the whole world. Because Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 5 says this. This is what the sovereign Lord says. That's kind of important. This is Jerusalem, which I have set in the center of the nations, with countries all around her. And so, pretty straightforward. The question is Jerusalem still the center city of the whole world? And I believe it actually is. Today happens to be the day where elections happen in Israel, and Netanyahu is now the prime minister of Israel again. He's coming back to take that role again because they voted, and now he's in that position. I actually think that's good news for Israel and our relationship with Israel. But it's interesting to think that if Jerusalem is the center city of the whole world, and all the events that took place there in the past and the present today, and what's left to be taking place in the future, well, the Messiah Jesus is going to return in the same way he left to the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, then we ought to pay attention to what's going on in Jerusalem. So that may not be on your radar, and you may not be paying attention to those things, but I do. And I'm really looking forward to it, because in a few weeks, my wife and I are going to be taking a group back to Israel, and we'll be in Jerusalem. And it's exciting for me to pay attention to the events that happen in the Middle East, but specifically what happens in Jerusalem. So this is a little different Java with Jeff today, but I encourage you to tune in to news that happens in Israel and specifically Jerusalem, because one day, as followers of Jesus, Jesus is going to come back. And he's going to come back to that very geographic spot on earth, the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, because he promised he would. So be encouraged today. If you're not a follower of Jesus, consider trusting him today. But if you are, be encouraged and have your eyes on Jerusalem. So have a good day. We'll see you next week.